What's up, everybody? Out for a walk. Quick update. But first, my name is Justin. You're on Fast Entrepreneur. This is not financial advice. You got to do your own research. You already know that. Quick update. Hector DAO. I shot a video yesterday. The price was around 200. What is it? It's a fork, like Olympus DAO. It's on the Phantom network, 100 million market cap or below. But just over the last 24 hours, a couple things happened. I mean, one, the price actually wicked beyond, I think, 400. I told you at the video it was around 200. So, I mean, that's crazy. It's holding around, what is it, maybe around 330 something, even at the moment. So, huge price appreciation just 24 hours. And the second thing, I think the reason why is because they have launched their what they call 4-4. So, yeah, I guess this is kind of based on the game theory of how you play these things. But what is it? Well, basically, in the olden days, if you will, of Degen Fork Finance, what you would do is you would have an option. You could either buy the bond with at a discount, but then you got to wait, right? You got to wait maybe a vesting period, 4 or 5 days. And during that waiting period, you weren't accruing any interest. But now, with this new 4-4 by Hector DAO, now you could do both. You can buy on the bond purchase, and while you're waiting, you can be staking. So you're actually, it's kind of, the best of both worlds if that's what you're thinking about doing. Now, the question is to buy the bond or not buy the bond. Well, I think, you got to compare those interest rates, just buying the thing, flat out and staking it, right? Just flat out and stake it. But that's the update. And, I don't know. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with these things, but strong community. I think the Phantom network definitely got a lot going for it. The fees are low. It's Phantom compared to all the other, things that do the same. Still pretty under the radar in many, many ways. So, let's see what else is there to say or do. I'll just I guess a quick update. Just if you're running the numbers, so they give you these, so they rebase it 3 times a day, right? So basically, if you're staking, you're gaining a little bit more of these staked Hector or SHEC, every 8 hours. It's getting added to your balance, and it's getting added. Not only it doesn't go to your Hector balance, it goes to your staked Hector balance. So then your future compounding 8 hours is compounding that. So like pretty cool. But obviously this the minting and all this junk, you got to keep up with what everybody else is doing. So if you're not staking it and you're just holding the coin, it seems that over the long term you're probably losing out to everybody else that is. But do I think that price appreciation could be on the way? It seems it's still it's a young project. And if you look at like Olympus, obviously, who knows? I mean, we're compared to the top dog, but, Olympus is over $3 billion plus. And there's been people, that have been in that for months. And, if you do the math, right? So the interest rates will change over time as more and more people rush in. But if you do the math, I mean, you're looking at almost doubling your SHEC, right? Your staked Hector. Say it with me now, Hector now. But you're looking at doubling your staked HEC. I'm just using like a rough, say, rule of 72, right? If you don't know what the rule of 72 is, basically you take like your interest rate. So let's just assume I'll use 10, right? And I think that's on a 5-day period, they're saying. So maybe it's less, maybe it's more, but let's just use 10. So let's say every 5 days that you're staked, you're getting 10%. So 10%, okay? And I'm not taking in any inflation of the, you know, the new minting coins or whatever. I mean, I'm just, right, because obviously all gains have to be real. But for easy purposes, rule of 72, you take 72, you divide it by that interest rate, right? 10. And that number, we'll round it to 7. I mean, 7 of those cycles, you'd roughly double your, double what you started with. So if these cycles are, say, 5 days, 7 cycles, I mean, that's like, what, 7 weeks? But not really, because this is 24/7, even on the weekends. So you're really looking at 35 days. So you're actually looking at, you know, like a month and a half, not even a month and a half, like a month and a week to potentially double your staked Hector. So if you think about that, if the price just stays the same, you know, you're getting like a 2x, right? You're doubling your money here. But if you get some price appreciation, now you've got some gain on this side, you multiply them together. Let's say if in the same period, right, the price of Hec doubles itself, right? Which, I mean, possibly very well could. So now, instead of just getting 2x by just holding it, now you've staked it and you actually doubled your amount. So it's like you're getting like a 4x in like 5 weeks. And I mean, that could be possible. I mean, listen, no guarantees. Do your own research. I mean, this thing could, you know, go to heck in a handbasket, if you know what I mean, overnight. See what I did there? But, yeah, I mean, and listen, we haven't even got into talk about abracadabra money, right? Or MIM, the stable coin, magic internet money. But in a nutshell, I mean, you could check this out, but, you know, there are people that are literally leveraging up their positions in all over DeFi. By depositing, some are depositing stable coins with abracadabra, right? Interest bearing stable coins. So you're getting maybe a small percentage on one platform, depositing them, taking those LP, borrowing against, doing it over and over, levering up. Now, obviously with leverage, there's even additional risk. You're not only dealing with the risk of the platform itself, you know, smart contract risk, all this, but you're also dealing with, you're also dealing with, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, levering. Abracadabra money, or MIM. But you're also dealing with the fact that you could get liquidated. And that means not only is there a fee, but they're also selling off your positions, and most likely at a loss. So how do you prevent getting liquidated? Well, some people say, well, you know, if you're going to do the abracadabra route and you're going to lever up, you know, you can deposit stable coins, you know, MIM, blah, 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 because, you know, the price of stable coins is rarely going to fluctuate, which makes a good amount of sense, right? I mean, in theory, right? I mean, stable coins should be pegged to whatever stable asset and shouldn't change much. Now, I mean, anything can happen, right? But again, this is risk reward, the chances of something happening, you know, and then, you know, like when I look at something, what's the upside? What's the downside? Can you live with the downside? And is that, you know, do you want to take that associated potential risk, you know, for what you see as potentially greater upside? So, you know, back to the Hector DAO. So the community voted, I think it was like 95% of people, they said, bring us some MIM, bring us the MIM, bring us the MIM bump. So I think here's another reason why probably we're seeing some upward pressure, and most likely will continue, because I think now people are going to want to, you know, borrow, get some MIM, probably buy these bonds, do the 4-4, you know, on Hector DAO, stake, you know, stake while you're waiting for them to vest. And it's just, you know, it's and they're all backing it up by abracadabra money, MIM. So I think a lot of people probably don't even know about this project yet. One, because there's, you know, 1 million ohm forks out there. Two, because its market cap is still relatively low. I wouldn't say it's, you know, infantile, but it's less than 100 mil. And 3, it's on Phantom. So, there's going to be people that don't even use Phantom, don't know how to use Phantom, don't know what Phantom is. And so that's a whole, it just takes time for people to onboard. And time may not, if this is something you do want to get involved in, time may not be a bad thing here, as long as, this thing stays up and up and keeps moving forward, APYs stay high. The more time, that just gives you more time to compound these SHEC or SHEC. Like, what the SHEC? I'm having fun. I'm out for a walk. I'm telling you, it's getting cold. I'm walking up a hill here. So, anyways, what do y'all think as we're going into Thanksgiving season? What do you guys think? Is this something you're excited for? Is this something you think has got legs? Do you think, what are the potential risks that you see? Bring it to our attention. Bring it to the overall awareness. Helps everybody out. Now, taking profits. We say it, but do we do it? We say it, but what are we doing? So, if you are in profit, you might want to consider taking some chips off the table. Diversification has been the number one game. It's still probably the number one game. I know it's sometimes diversify. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. Maybe it's not fun. Maybe it's not sexy. But, it works, right? You diversify. You spread your assets around. And, that means you're less beholden to the fate of just one or two projects, companies, whatever you want to call it. And diversification, isn't just, within a sector like crypto, it's amongst, and, even on the outside world, because crypto is volatile, anything can happen, even though, I'm sure myself and many others here are very, very bullish on the future. But, that's what it does when you diversify. Protects you from the long term and the short term. More of the short term swings, but the long term, losing everything, it spreads the risk around, is what they say. So anyways, that's that is the update. Hey, if you stuck around this long, thanks, kudos. Get out, go for a walk, do something healthy for yourself today. Say a prayer, give thanks, and if you like this content, subscribe to the channel. That'd be pretty cool. You'll be part of the fam here, and like the video, because that means more people will see it. The more people that see it, the more people that know. The more people that know, they can make up their own minds, figure out what they want to do, figure if they want to get involved, who they want to follow. And that's about all we can do. So, hey, we'll have to wait and see what happens with this. But pretty explosive growth over just 24 hours. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I don't know how many updates I'll be doing given the holidays that are coming up. And, got some shopping to do. Got some turkey to eat. So, might have to... I'm not saying I won't. I probably will. Because when I'm out walking and talking or driving, But I only, there's a lot sometimes. Need a little bit of time off. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with this thing, And like everything, to make the gains, you gotta be early. You gotta be relatively smart. And, you know, listen, there's so much going on in the crypto world right now during this bull run. I mean, you could probably have a monkey throw darts and, you know, you're going to hit something. So, you know, but it's like picking horses, right? People are trying to pick the quick horses, the fat horses. The fat horses, yeah, the fat horses. They want those fat horses. No, they want the fast. Like the name of this channel suggests, a fast entrepreneur. They want the fast horses, right? So we can accumulate those gains. We can compound those gains even quicker. And that's what we're hoping. That's what we're trying to do. So that's all I got, folks. On this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fall day. Beautiful fall day. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I love it. Love being out in the fall. Love being outside. And I love you all. Peace.